Okay, welcome back everybody to Times TV. And if you're new to this channel, please do well to hit that red subscribe button, like, and I'm sure you'll be getting value from this TV, from this channel. Okay, and now it's no longer news. It's almost everywhere on the blogs, on the social media, and even in international media. The ECOWAS, the Economic Community of West African States, which comprises of 15 countries, and the headquarters is in Nigeria, Abuja to be precise. Now, the country Economic Community of West African State was formed in 1975 on May 28th in Lagos, Nigeria. Also, that was the capital of Nigeria then too. Now, it's no longer news also that some of these countries in West Africa actually left the civilian rule back to the military rule, and their opinion or their thought when they were living. Let me take example from Niger. When the Niger Republic left the civilian democracy per se to the military rule, I think they said that they needed to fight insecurity and inflation, and then to fight insecurity, inflation, and poverty. I think these are the three major things that they said they are going to fight. That Niger is reducing down to the poverty capital of Africa. Now, these three countries, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, recently left the community. They left the state. And one of the reasons they said that the reason that makes them leave, they are leaving, and they say, according to what I'm going to play a video for you later, but according to what the man said, he says that the reason they are leaving is because they sees that the vision or what ECOWAS stand for is not helping them fight insecurity and poverty. And of course, you should know that in West Africa, Nigeria and Niger are one of the most terrorized. Nigeria and Nigeria are one of the most terrorized states in West Africa. Now, you should also know that this community have been in existence for 49 years. 1975 to 2024 now is 49 years. So they have been existing for 49 years. What, apart from what this man said, that ECOWAS is no longer in support of the vision to fight insecurity and to make their state and country better, what other reason are there hidden reasons that have made these people pull out of this community that have been for 49 years? As funny as it may sound, ECOWAS have been existing before they gave birth to the current military leader of Burkina Faso. So the ECOWAS is even older than the military leader is 36. Now, amidst all of these things, we should not forget the economical advantage that ECOWAS has brought to the 15 members. For example, the harmonization of agriculture, the fact that importations are made from these countries. Nigeria share borders with Niger in the north and Benin Republic in the west. So most importations that comes through water, through the seaport, actually happen through Benin Republic. Okay, so if these three countries are leaving, and according to ECOWAS, they are still part and parcel of ECOWAS, but still, you cannot force a child to remain his father's house when he says he wants to leave. That does not mean anything. But if they are leaving, could it be that Africa or the West African community is breaking? And I think apart from the AU, the African Union, the next strongest community or organization in Africa is the ECOWAS. And according to the words of PLO Lumumba, one of the greatest African scholars in our days, he says that the only way Africa can rise out of poverty and they can become that great continent that they need to be, it's synergy. They need to come together to work. He will always advocate for one military and one currency. Okay, I think in West Africa also, Ghana's currency is the strongest. Naira is going for one something. That's nothing. We're not talking about forex now. Now, if this is happening at this time, and they says that there are three countries said that the reason they are leaving also is that when they left from civilian rule to the military rule, the ECOWAS sanctioned them, and he said in the joint press, he says that the sanctions were inhuman. You should know when someone says what you've done is inhuman. The sanctions were inhuman to them, and it's illegitimate, and it's also illegal. So if these three words, let's join the three words together. It's inhuman. That means it's totally out of the concept of what a normal person should think, that what a punishment I would think to give to a fellow human being. And second thing is that it is illegitimate and it's illegal. Now, the chairman of the ECOWAS community is the president of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and presently he's not around, so he's going to be hearing the news from Paris. Now, what what could the sanction be? And one of the sanctions was financial sanctions. Okay, don't forget that Nigerians have been, during our past administration with our past president, we have a good relationship with Niger Republic, that we even send them cars and SUVs. Now, if this thing is happening now and ECOWAS is breaking out, what will be the result? What could be the thought of other African nations? Because don't forget that African is terrorized. Sorry to say, African is terrorized, Nigerian is terrorized, and the conflicts that keep happening every single time in Nigeria, in Niger, in Burkina Faso, all of these things. Even when the transition happened from civilian to military, you could see the joy of the Niger people. They were so happy, shouting. They feel, imagine filling the highest stadium in the country. People were even outside the stadium, and a lot of people cheering and supporting what they have done. Could I go to say that the civilian government in West Africa has failed? Or could I go to say that the people the citizens of these countries, not even them alone, it's that they no longer have hope in democracy? Is that the hope the people now have in democracy in the electronic system is bad? Now, in other countries, like I think for Mauritania also, there was that slag that happened last year that Mauritania is also part of ECOWAS, that there's going to be a transition. There was this fear that it's going to happen, it's not going to happen. The slash from civilian government back to military, that clash happened. And in Nigeria also, I think for just 1999 to 2000, 24 years that we've experienced a stabilized democracy, and 24 years we experienced a stabilized democracy. If 3 countries are leaving, could that also sell an impression to other countries that we have to make our country better, and the ECOWAS community is not in support of that? Sorry to say. Because Niger says that terrorism is too much, and what ECOWAS is profiling, they are not seeing that the vision of ECOWAS is to help them salvage their country from this banditry, from this poverty. It's quite alluring. But what would be the conclusion of the ECOWAS body? Like, what would they be thinking right now? You know, they are still saying, yeah, nothing have happened, we are still fine, we know the pressure. Listen, the point is, these people are saying they are going, and they are independent nation. You can't force them. They decide to be part of ECOWAS, and now they are saying that we don't want to be part of it again. We want to be on our own. Now, because they feel like, and as funny as it sounds, they are going to form a treaty together, according to what they said. The 3 countries that form a treaty together. I don't know what the name they'll be giving to it, but they form a treaty together to form another organization. And don't forget that these 3 countries are now under soldiers, under the military. So the military is ruling these 3 countries effectively according to what they are saying. So what do you think would be the reaction of other African countries? Also, you can no longer travel to the easy travel that happened within the community, the ECOWAS community, that the Nigerian can travel to Ghana not for free, without a visa, right? Without a visa, you could be there for 90 days or so. It will no longer happen again. So if you are going to Niger, Niger is no longer an ECOWAS state. Burkina Faso is no longer an ECOWAS state. What will other African countries think? And if you are a netizen, a citizen of these countries, what do you think is the reason? Why do you think it seems like instead of African coming together at this point, we are still fighting and separating, trying to form independency and independent, not in the quote of having independent as a nation, but trying to be separate, trying to make things work for each state, and not coming together to fight and build a better African nation? So let me hear your comments or your opinion in the comment section. What you think are the reason, or what is your opinion? Do you think these people are right? Because don't forget that poverty and insecurity is one of the greatest problems as we talk about right now in West Africa. And the reason they say they are pulling out is because they feel like ECOWAS is no longer supporting this thing. If you're in any of these African countries, of course, you will know what I'm talking about. The insecurity and poverty, it's one of the most the highest problem right now. And we talk about, we know corruption happens, but insecurity and poverty is one of the greatest problem of West Africa, basically, not the general Africa. So do you think these people are right? These 3 countries, are Are they right? Are they actually saying this we're doing this is the perfect thing, this is the right thing? So let's keep moving because we want a better state for our citizens. That's what they are saying. We want a better Niger for our citizens. We want a better Burkina Faso for our citizens. We want a better Mali for our citizens. So what do you think? Are they correct, or does it automatically means that the fate of everybody in West Africa or in Africa generally is out of democracy and the civilian government? In as much as there are excesses that come with the military government, we know about that. But what do you think? Okay, let me see what you're going to say in the comment, your opinion in the comment section. And let me leave you with the press briefing that happens. Though the press briefing was in French, but there's a caption displaying of it in English. If that means if you are not from the French-speaking African countries. So I'll leave you with a video of the press briefing. These are 3 countries now coming together to do the press briefing. But it was led by the president of the military leader of Mali. Okay, let's watch the video now.
L'organisation n'a pas apporté assistance à nos États dans le cadre de notre lutte existentielle contre le terrorisme et l'insécurité. Pire, lorsque ces États ont décidé de prendre leur destin en main, elle a adopté une posture irrationnelle et inacceptable en imposant des sanctions illégitimes, illégales, inhumaines et irresponsables en violation de ses propres textes. Face à cette situation qui perdure, leurs excellences le capitaine Ibrahim Traoré, le colonel Assimi Goïta et le général de brigade Abdourahmane Chani, respectivement chef d'État du Burkina Faso, de la République du Mali et de la République du Niger, prenant toutes leurs responsabilités devant l'histoire et répondant aux attentes, préoccupations et aspirations de leur population, décident en toute souveraineté du retrait sans délai du Burkina Faso, du Mali et du Niger de la communauté économique des États de l'Afrique de l'Ouest.